morning, everybody. It's Friday, and my videos are a few days out, so I just kind of let you know what the day is. I think it's the 20th. And tomorrow I'll be down at the Whitmore Community Center because I'm selling mostly garage sale items. I have a lot of collections that I'm letting go. I'm kind of sad about that. My ironstone and some not granite ware, but some enamel ware and some various other things. I'm trying to clean out my mud room. I want to turn that into my plant room, like for seed starting and that kind of stuff, just so they don't take up my whole kitchen. And then also I just got rid of all my Halloween decorations, fall decorations, because we live way out here. Nobody really comes. We have no trick-or-treaters. So I took all that too and donated it yesterday. So that's kind of a good feeling. I was sad, but I was happier than I was sad. So anywho, we're out in the garden today. I haven't been out here. Yesterday was Thursday, so that's my town day. So I didn't come out, and I kind of want to see what's going on, what I can tear out. I did make the executive decision to tear out these younger lettuces. I was saving it for seed, but I just want the room for my onions that I'm going to be planting out here. So come along. All right, so I'm going to tear these guys out. Usually I cut them off and let the roots hang out for mulch, or not mulch, but to feed my garden beds. But I'm going to feed these to my chickens. They will love it. They'll eat the seeds, plus they'll eat the leaves, so that's a good thing. And as you can see, there's a lot more room here now, and I have my lone surviving 5 onions, and I have several onions that I'm going to plant in here. And I think our soil, I'm going to grab my little rake thing. See, oh yeah, it's dry enough to where we can plant in here. So that's exciting. Okay, we're moving on to the next item. I've got a few little acorn squashes in here. I'm still waiting for them to get hard enough. If you can see them right down here. There's one there, and there's a little tiny guy over here. And then I've got some little cricknecks that just keep pumping them out. There's all kinds of babies, so I'm not going to rip these guys out yet. Look at this comfrey. That had 3 little tiny leaves when I put it in here. They were little guys like this. Look at the size of this. That is absolutely incredible. It's humongous now. I'm glad I decided to put it in one of these barrels. And then we have our lemongrass going crazy. I probably should trim it up around the bottom. Then we have lemon balm, which is doing really well. Scoot you back a little. It's doing really well. Got to trim that up. And then we've got our sweet potatoes, still blooming. Here's a little bloom. 2 buckets of those. And then back here, we've got our potatoes. These were just the store-bought potatoes, just little russets that sprouted, and I just threw them in there. So we'll see what we get out of that. Then over here, we have our catnip, which is just ever-bearing, basically, until winter sets in, and then it dies back. But what a wonderful thing. Still nothing in the parsnip area. I have a feeling they're not going to grow. And I definitely need to look them up to see what I'm doing wrong. Maybe they need to be covered up like the carrots do. I don't know. So I'm going to check it out. Pumpkins are still growing strong. Some of them are starting to die back, but I'm going to get at least, I already have one in the house, so I know I'm going to get at least 3 or 4 nice pumpkins out of here. And 1 Hubbard squash. That is that little guy. Oh, right there. Still no germination in the carrot bed, and I am going to water in my burlap again. want to keep this nice and wet. Keep your fingers crossed for me. I'm not very good at quit. Stay. Someone's coming and Johnny's sounding the alarm. I think it's the tree guy. Just a couple little Sans Marzanos and a Tomatillo. All right, I got some cayennes. Look at the size of this guy. Starting to blush. I'm just picking everything, even if it's just barely blushing. And nasturtium seeds. And the good thing about this, when you collect seeds from your own plants, they'd have a tendency to acclimatize to your area. So they will be more hardy the next year when you plant them. That's the idea anyways. So we'll see how that works out. Oh, we had a tomato split. All that rain we had. Darn it, darn it. This little guy's starting to peak, so hopefully he'll get ripened. The other one we'll give to the chickens. Then my little radishes I let go to seed. They're still pretty green, but it broke off with the rain, so I'm going to take it in and see if they'll dry, and I can collect the seeds from that. And continue on. All right, so I just cut the holy heck out of all my tomatoes on this side. As you can see down here, there's a whole bunch of tomatoes. Some I put in the beds just for, but they're just, any of the branches that have fruit on them, I left them. This is the Ruth Ann Zimmerman way, because I only have less than a month before my freeze comes, my frost. So we're trying to ripen these up. A couple more tomatillos. I think I'm going to take this lettuce out right here. It feels pretty dry from all the rains. And I'm going to cut that off, and I'll put that in my paper bag in the house, and we'll add it to our other lettuce seeds. All right, we're going to cut this dude off right about there. And then what we do is we put it upside down in a paper bag, and I let them dry. That way, if any of the little seeds fall off, they'll be inside the paper bag. Then we're just going to take this guy out. Chicken food. There's some little ones here that got left. I think I'm going to have plenty of lettuce seeds, so I don't need to save those. So those are going to the chickens. And this one, I believe, is a freckled lettuce. Oh my gosh, the seeds are falling everywhere. I'm going to have a bazillion lettuces in this bed, along with my amaranth. Let me pull this out. Give this to the chickens. So, let's see, we don't really need this pole, so I'm going to get rid of that. And let's see, let's do the amaranth. I've got one over here in the corner. We're going to take the pole out of that. And I've got to take off my nylon rope. I don't want my chickens to get a hold of that, along with my flag material. Okay, make sure it's all off of there. I'll just put that back in the bucket. Oh goodness. Okay, we are going to give that to the chickens. They're going to be excited. They're going to get a lot of stuff. And then we have one, let's see. Oh, we need to cut some of these. These things are still, my giant marigolds are still putting out blooms. So as long as they put out blooms, I'm going to let her be. I'm going to have 10 million seeds from this. And remember, when you come across any kind of plants, that have mildew looking stuff on them. You want to trim that off, and you want to burn that. You don't want to put it back in your beds or your compost, because that mildew will live in the soil. So we're going to take that out of there. So that guy's all trimmed up. Moving on to the next. All right, so this is my big amaranth. That guy's coming out. Oh goodness, it's in there solid. So I guess take off these nylon ropes first. I do not want them in with my chickens. All right, so here is a nice big one. Oh goodness. Oh. Boy, the seeds are going everywhere, guys. Okay, look out, Stitchy. Stitchy the kitty cat is... Oh no, I just dropped that on my carrot bed. Hope they don't grow in there. Alright, so there's one. This guy is pretty deep. Let's get the pole out. Oh my. Okay, this is going to go for the chickens. Then I have one more on the corner over here. You probably don't want to watch me pull that one out. So I'm making my way down to that last amaranth, and I'm looking at my beautiful calendulas that need to be harvested. They are just, you ought to see, I had to get a close-up shot of this, all of the blooms. Everything loves rainwater. There's so much more nutrition in rainwater than there is actual water out of your garden hose. It's incredible. Okay, I'm going to let the rest of these be, and I think I'm going to give you a close-up of this, so hang on there. Sorry about that. I got caught up in trimming my tomatoes, but look at this. I don't know if you can see all these little buds everywhere. They're just, it likes the cooler weather, I think. All right, so that's that. We're making our way around. Now we're making it over to this big amaranth bush right here. I'm going to cut this, cut it loose. There we go. So I'm going to take this pole out. All right, and then we're going to grab it all and give it to the chickens. All right, that's about all the damage I can do. Got a couple strawberries, couple more cherry tomatoes. I got almost every single tomato plant cut way, way back, except for the branches that still have fruit on them, so they'll get more sunshine. And the rest of the energy that was going to all the foliage will hopefully now go to all the fruit. So I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're having great weather. Thank you so much for watching, subscribing, and supporting my channel. I will talk to you guys next time. Bye-bye.